week's edition of the Horror Debate. I'm Michael Mandy, and with me, as always, Rowdy Jeff.
What is up, people? You're going to love it this week. You know why? We're going to the snow.
Snow time.
Dead snow.
Snow time. I love that movie, Heavy Metal.
From 2009, this was a movie. Let me give you a little background on how we got this one, because like what we always tell you, we get mail from you guys, and we got a suggestion from a friend of mine, actually, who's on another message board that I frequent, and he said, you know what, man? I just watched this film, Dead Snow, on Blu-ray, and it is right up your alley. The Horror Debate has got to do this. I said, you know what? Me and you, we see things quite alike sometimes, so we're going to go ahead and do this, and that's what we did. I mentioned it to Mike. I said, we got to do Dead Snow. Here it is, baby.
Zombie Nazis in the snow. I said, I got to see this.
And when I heard zombie Nazis, I immediately thought of Call of Duty 4, so I said, we got to watch it, right? We got to watch it. I mean, I watch my kids shoot Nazi zombies all the time.
I was thinking about that bad zombie film from like 20 years ago called Zombie Lake.
And
that was a movie with a bunch of dead zombie Nazis.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
Still wearing their helmets and their uniforms and stuff. So, Dead Snow, directed by Tommy Wirkola. And
Ricola, like the cough drop?
Yeah, Wirkola.
Serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
But,
all right.
It's a foreign film.
It is, but it's a good foreign film. You know what?
What's the plot, Jeff?
You know what? I didn't even mind reading my movie. You know, a lot of times I'll just turn it off because I'm not going to sit there. If I wanted to read the book, I'd read the book. If I want to watch the movie, give me some freaking English, right?
But this movie didn't have a book.
No, but hey, but you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so, but when it's a good movie, this proves I'm not so shallow. When it's a good movie and it's done right, I'll read my movie, and that's exactly what I did, and I loved the heck out of this film. This is about a bunch of kids who are going to the snow on a trip to a cabin.
It's the same setup as Evil Dead. Bunch of teenagers going out in the middle of Nowheresville.
Yep.
To a little cabin where there's no cell phone reception, no nothing, and they're just stranded. What do they expect to do for 4 days? Play Parcheesi? No.
Procreate.
Yeah, but nobody did that.
Nobody did that. I know.
But anyways, this was in the snow.
Yes.
So I figured, okay, let's...
Dingy, cold, no cell, barely any electricity except from a generator. I mean, we're talking way out there, man.
Yep.
And this is where zombies creep. Okay? Nazi freaking zombies. This is where they are, man. It was from, what was it, a curse? It was like an old curse, right?
Yeah.
That brought these guys back. And can you imagine, like six freaking teenagers or whatever, or young people in this cabin, and all of a sudden you got Nazi zombies banging on your door, looking in your windows, rising out of the snow.
And then after you take them all out, you think it's over, then all of a sudden over the hill come like 20 more.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Christ.
And I hate to be redundant, but they were militant.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys were they were serious about getting them some flesh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now let me just say this. We just did a little while ago the debate on Survival of the Dead.
The George Romero film.
And let me just say that as much as I thought that movie blew chunks, this movie corrected that. I thought this movie was exactly how it should have been done. This was good zombie action. The kills in this thing are visceral, nasty, and it makes sense. And the story flows, and you're not bored, and you're not laughing your tail off because of some stupid comment or some stupid plot sidetrack that they decide to go down. This film worked. And George.
And a very minimum of computer generated.
Absolutely.
I didn't really tell. Maybe they might have had some on showing how many there were, but
right.
I mean, it wasn't stupid things like a close-up gunshot to the head and then boop, the top of his head goes up and down.
Yeah.
No.
This was chunks of brain splattered on the snow.
This is definitely a splatter film.
Oh, you know what? I dug this, man. This is how zombie film. And did you notice they actually moved, Mike?
Yeah,
did you notice these zombies could move?
These zombies ran.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fast zombies.
I rest my case on the slow zombie stuff, okay? This is how it's done. I commend this movie in so many ways. I was a little bored when it started, and I was a little worried. I should say that. I was a little worried when it started because the young people weren't the greatest actors in the world.
No.
Okay, even though they were speaking a foreign language, the delivery of a lot of it, you could smell cheese from where I was sitting.
Yeah, and of course, you've got your stereotypical, the hot girl and the good-looking guy and the movie nerd.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm going, oh God, they have those stereotypes over there.
Yeah, they do. But you know what? This was crafted extremely well. It was written extremely well. Like I said, if you're into zombie films whatsoever, I mean, if you're a Dawn of the Dead fan, if you're a Call of Duty fan, Nazi freaking zombies cannot be beat. Mike, I had a great time with this one. Even my wife had a great time with this one. And I think we both looked at each other when the credits started to roll. I think we both looked at each other and said, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That is how you do it. If you're going to make a zombie film, this is how you do it.
Yeah, no, I got up at like 3 in the morning one night and I couldn't sleep. So I figured, why not? Pop this movie. And so I saw this at like 3 in the morning.
That's probably the best time.
Yeah, exactly. There were no distractions.
Yeah.
No nothing.
Well, you know 3 a.m. is supposed to be like the witching hour.
I thought midnight was.
Right? No. Well, they say 3 a.m. is like the most haunted time, period.
Well, in the Amityville Horror, it was 2:15.
Well, the Amityville Horror kissed my colon. I'm just saying, look, Ghost Hunters, Grant Jason said.
Jason and Grant?
Jason and Grant said at 3 a.m. is when the stuff starts to really go down.
Wow.
And I know at my house that's happened. 3 a.m.'s party time.
Yeah, Jason and Grant also said Paranormal Activity sucked.
Yeah, well, they can't be right about everything.
Yeah, they were.
So anyway.
They said their show is scarier. Watch it.
Yeah. But
all right, so this is a good film. Huh?
This is a good film.
You should watch this film. Huh?
You should watch this film, and you should watch it twice to make sure you get all. And you should watch it on a big screen with a lot of Dolby Digital surround and subwoofers pumped up to the moon. I'm telling you, you will enjoy this film.
See, this should have been one of them 8 films to die.
It should have been. I would have been praising this if this was a director that we didn't, that didn't do anything. This would have been such a landmark achievement. I mean, unbelievable.
What do you mean? You lost me there. If this was the guy's first movie?
Yeah. Is it his first movie? Let's check that fact.
It was his 3rd movie.
See, okay, doesn't qualify.
Yep.
He learned his lessons.
But whatever. I mean, his other films were called Remake and Kill Bull Joe.
Wait a minute. How do you make a movie called Remake when there's not a remake of the remake to the remake?
Maybe it's like the Swedish version of Scary Movie. It's Date Movie. Remake Movie. That should be the next
Remake Movie. There you go.
They've got Date Movie, Scary Movie, Epic Movie.
Oh my God. I stay so far away from those.
Remake Movie. That should be the next one.
No. Well, anyway, let's just tell you again, Dead Snow, see it. Go get it. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. Instant view.
You can
streaming to your Xbox or your PC or your Netflix-enabled Blu-ray player. So see if you can find it. It's on there. Go add it to your queue now. You won't regret it.
You're like that TV commercial. What was that TV commercial where the guy was always shouting at you, and then at the end he would say, "Hi, Mom."
Yeah. I get excited when there's a good flick, Mike.
Come on down here. I'll give you the best deals.
Mike.
And everything. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, Mike, what is the ratio, do you think? I just want to discuss this with you real quick. I don't even care if it's a Dead Snow debate or not. What do you think the ratio is of good movies, or let's say bad movies to good movies, that we do?
We see a lot of bad movies.
A lot of bad films. So you can understand my exuberance, my incredibly loud behavior when I get something good. When I can sit there and go, man, that moved me. It did something right. Finally. We see so many bad ones, man, and this just, came out of left field. Thank you, Earl, for the suggestion.
All right. I'm Michael Mandy. How many stars?
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Hey, don't forget the stars. You know what? I'm giving this 4.
Yeah.
I'm giving it 4. I enjoyed the heck out of it. And I was starting to hate on zombie movies.
Yeah.
I watched this one, and we're going to do the debate on this, but I just want to tell you right now, I watched a film called Zombies of Mass Destruction.
Yeah, you told me about
ZMD. Okay?
Sounds like a song.
And by the end of that film, I felt like I was one of the guys on the table in Hostel. Okay? I'm not kidding you.
Please make it stop.
I am not kidding you, okay?
I'll do anything you want.
You want to talk about a film that is directly out of the George Romero line of thinking? This film is so Romero-ish. his name's got to be attached to it somewhere. Okay, I'm not kidding you. Right. But anyway, this is a good one. See it. 4 stars, baby.
Yep. All right. I'm Michael Manny. He's Rowdy Jeff. We'll talk to you next week at the Horror Debate.